Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Dana and today I'm so excited because I'm doing a cleansing oil video. I almost said cleansing balm because that's what I use a lot of. But today I have 10 different cleansing balms. I have been hoarding these for a long time and I've been using them almost to the end, and then each time I'm like, oh my god, I gotta make this video, but then I get a new one. Needless to say, I'm finally sitting down to do this, and I thought this would be fun to do it in a little bit of a different way than I do some of my other cleansing balm videos. I'm going to be doing kind of an overhead shot of each cleansing balm. I'm going to talk through the texture, I'm going to tell you about any scents that they have, and then I'm going to also remove makeup from my hand. So this is going to take me a while because I'm going to be doing makeup removal with each product, but I think that it is going to be super valuable to see kind of how it works and maybe how oily it is or how not oily it is and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. You're not gonna see my face for the rest of the video, but I hope you do enjoy it. If you're not already subscribed, do so below, right here. I think it's here. Give the video a like if you enjoy it, and we'll just jump on in. Hi, it's me. You are in my bathroom. This is my sink. Say hello to my sink. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the cleansing oils and how they take off makeup. So what I have here are 3 kind of makeup staples. We all know this Rare Beauty blush. The shade is Joy, I believe. This is the Vive Concealer in Light 5. And then this is supposed to be a waterproof eyeliner from Caudalie. It's in the shade, well, the shade is brown. Oh, I'm not in frame. So this one, these are all pretty long lasting, maybe not the concealer so much, but that's a pretty standard makeup product. So I'm going to be putting all of these on my hand and rinsing them off so you can see which one does the best job. I'm also going to go in the order that I like the most. Now, of course, this is just my opinion. This is how it works for me. Sometimes, you know, your opinion may differ, but I'm going to go with kind of tiers. So my very favorites, and sometimes these are interchangeable within the favorite. Then I'm going to go like the middle, mediocre ones, and I'm going to go with the third tier, which is ones I don't really like and I would never repurchase. So I'm going to put this makeup on and let's get going. First up, we have the Purito from Green cleansing oil. I think the packaging for this one may have changed. I've had this for a while and I only have a little bit left, and I've been saving it for this video. So we're going to try it. Okay, so as you can see, it took off the mascara, or not mascara, the blush and the concealer very easily. This is the remnants of the waterproof eyeliner, and I didn't really rub hard. I just went like that, surface level, but I'm noticing that if I just go like, maybe even use my finger, it will take it off. But you probably don't want to be using like the tip of your fingernail around your eye. But needless to say, very quick, very easy. This one doesn't have any eye sting. I don't feel like it clouds my eyes when I use it. It gets my makeup off, as you could see there. It's just a really nice, simple one. You get 200 milliliters. I love the pump top. Most cleansing oils come like that, and I really like the brand Purito. Our AC just turned on. Hopefully that doesn't distract you too much. On to the next one. Next up is the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Cleansing Oil. This one retails, it's kind of like $12 to $15, very cheap, and you get 210 milliliters. So comparing these two, this one definitely comes in new packaging. I looked it up, and this one actually retails for closer to $20, like 18ish. So you can find this, like I said, 12 to 15, and this one you get 210 milliliters, and this one you get 200. So this is a much better deal. You can actually find it quite a few places, but we're going to be demoing that one right now. Okay, time to take this makeup off. Ah. Okay, Okay, so it looks pretty much the same. The blush and the concealer are completely gone. Did I just miss a spot there? Ah, interesting. So the concealer is actually a little bit stuck on there. I didn't have that issue with the Purito one, so this one may be a little bit not as great as taking off makeup, but this one, you know, if you use your finger, the tip of your nail, you'll get it off. This eyeliner is very, very waterproof. That is what we're learning. So let's get the rest of it off. Okay, so what we learned from this is my top two, the Beauty of Joseon and the Purito. The Purito does work a little bit better about getting makeup off. This one works equally well. I would say I always use double cleanse, so I'm not really too concerned about getting every last speck of makeup off because I always go in with something else after. But I think this kind of demonstrates just a little difference, slight difference between the two. The Beauty of Joseon one has no scent to it, so that's really nice, and obviously you get quite a bit. I've had this for a long time and I continually reach for it. So a very good option if you're looking for one just a little bit cheaper. It would be this one, and I probably will repurchase this one just because I think it's just such a good all-purpose one. I love the pump. I love everything about it. So, and let's see, can you stop it? I think so. So you could travel with it. Yeah, that's great. Okay, on to the next. Next up, we have the Caudalie Vinoclean Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. This is the only, well, no, there's one more that comes with this kind of top. So it's still a pump top, but it is a little bit more travel friendly, I would say. And I do find that this bottle is quite travel friendly, but you only get 150 milliliters and it retails for $30. So I believe this is the most expensive one I have, or maybe one of the most expensive, and you're not getting that much, but we're gonna test it out. Let's go. If you've noticed, I'm only doing one pump for all of these so that we kind of have some metric. So looking at the makeup, it has removed all of the blush. It's definitely not removed the concealer. I mean, that would come off with a little bit more rubbing. So I don't think it's going to be on there forever, but you definitely would want to double cleanse. And then just like always, this eyeliner is on there pretty good. I feel like it's going to be on there for all of them. So one thing I wanted to add about the Caudalie, this one has a scent. It says sweet almond oils, and I definitely smell that. I think sweet almond smells really good, but if you don't like that, you know, this is definitely one that has a scent, whereas a lot of the others don't. It's not a very strong scent, but it is a scent nonetheless, and it kind of gives it a very spa-like feel. So that is the Caudalie. Okay, this next one is not in its original packaging, and I don't know if you can see this, but I have like one pump left of it because I've used it all, and I finally was like, you know what, I need to make this video because it's almost gone. And this is the Kose, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Softymo cleansing oil. You can get this on Amazon. It is pretty much the cheapest, maybe, kind of see, because I think there's one that has more. This comes in 230 milliliters for $9, so insanely good price, and you can get refills on Amazon, you can get other sizes. It's just a very affordable kind of option, especially with the refills. So I think we're gonna be able to get this last little drop out. We're gonna see. All right, that is it. And voila. So this is the first one that really got all three off. There's just a little bit of the eyeliner right there, but that is pretty incredible. This one is honestly one of my favorites. The only reason that I don't put it up higher, well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should put it up higher because I will just buy the refill and refill this. It's not fancy. I think that's why. And I do like, you know, like a little spa experience. I'm talking with my hands, very Italian here. It's just not as fancy as the others, but look at that. Like, I haven't used it in so long because I've been saving it, but I just love how that took off everything. And I would definitely still, I mean, I always double cleanse, but this one you could maybe get away with not as much. Also, I want to mention that pretty much none of these dry my skin out, but I also don't use them exclusively, so I can't really gauge. My skin is going to still be wet, and then I'm going to go in and cleanse after. So that's not really something I can say, like, does it strip my skin? But most of them, because there are oils, or I don't really find that they're too drying. But I think I'm going to move this one to the top of the list, so... you know, it's on here in the video as number 4, but it's going up to the very top in my mind. Okay, on to the next. Okay, the next one we have is the Krave Beauty Makeup Rewind. So I do want to talk about this one a little bit because this is the kind of like the beta version, and they are still selling the beta versions on their website. It basically was like the formula is exactly the same as the one they now sell, but the consistency is a little different. I believe the consistency of this one, which is the beta, is a little bit thinner. It's like runnier, whereas the new one, like the one that everyone can buy, well, you can buy both, but the one that they're marketing is, I think, like more like a gel. I'm not 100% sure because I only have this one, the beta. I actually prefer this consistency to the gel because I find it's just easier to rub in, but we're gonna test this one out. I think that's about what we've been doing. So as you can see, that one has a flip top. It is the only one that has a flip top. All right, it removed everything. There are some remnants of the concealer up there. I don't think that is super bad. I mean, I think it still did a great job. And it actually took the eyeliner off pretty well. So, not at all a bad one. This does retail for $12 for this beta version, and then $25 for the original, or for the like normal version, but you only get 100 milliliters. So, pretty small. I mean, 100 milliliters is the smallest that we have today. So, you're gonna pay either, if you wanna do the beta one, $12, or if you wanna get the alpha, I guess if you want to call it that, $25. So not cheap. Does the job. It does smell like plum quite a bit, so it's got a scent to it. I don't find that the scent is too offensive, and this texture, honestly, I don't know why they didn't stick with it, but you know, if they wanted to get something a little bit more gel-like, then I can understand it. But it is kind of a different consistency than some of the others. The one thing I did want to mention that this one and our next one, the Naturium, both have a flip top, which is really nice, but sometimes the product will just come out, especially with this. So if you're kind of being cautious, be careful with it. Also, it's probably not the best to travel with because this could just get lodged open. So that is the Krave Beauty. All right, next is the Naturium Fermented Camellia Creamy Cleansing Oil. That's a mouthful. So this one retails for $20 and you get 103.5 milliliters. So not the most. Also, this one does have a flip top like you see, and we're gonna try it. So this is the other one that comes out really like this is a gel. So you can see the consistency here. I have found that this one, you really need to warm it up. I like to rub it against or between my hands to kind of warm it up, and then it does a much better job. I'm trying to kind of rub for the same amount of time. I don't think I was actually touching that, but it did a really good job. I do think it does a good job removing makeup, more so than some of the others because of the consistency. So what I do is I put it in my hands and I really warm it up and kind of make sure it's a little bit more of a thin consistency, and then I put it on my face. But you can see that it did a great job removing it. So this one is middle range. You're still not getting as much, but you are getting, you know, $20 price range. I feel like Naturium is always kind of in the middle. So there's no discernible smell for the Camellia one. If it does have one, it's pretty minimal, and you do get that nice kind of milky lather, which not all of the ones that I have are doing. Okay, we have another Korean beauty cleansing oil. This is the Numbuzin cleanser, the Easy Peasy cleansing oil. And this retails for $22 and you get 200 milliliters, and you can kind of start and stop it. So that's nice. Oh, that was on. This is off. All right, let's do one pump. Whoa. I did a little bit more because it is going down the sides of my hand. Right, so this one did not take off all of the concealer. I think that might also just be because there's like a little dip right there in my hand, but it did a pretty decent job of taking off the eyeliner, like just as well as the Softymo, the Kose one. So very good job. Now my issue with this one, the reason it's in like the bottom of the middle category, I should have mentioned this is kind of my middle category. There's nothing wrong with any of them. And if you kind of like what you see, I would, recommend getting them. They're just not my personal favorite. I won't be repurchasing them, but they are very decent ones, and, I've enjoyed using them. Back to the Numbuzin. The reason that I don't love it is mainly just because of the price. I think $22 is a bit expensive. If I had to choose one Korean cleansing oil, I would just get the Softymo one, because you saw that did just as good of a job getting the makeup off. And you get a lot for a very, very cheap price. And you know what? For me, a cleansing oil is a functional product. I don't really need it to smell nice because I'm just going to rinse it off. I just need it to do its job. So I don't mind being like a little frugal on it. I think there are other products where you can kind of splurge. So it's a good cleansing oil, just not my favorite. Okay, we have moved on to the category. First up is the Peach and Lilly. So this is the Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser. This retails for $35 for 150 milliliters. You cannot close the top, so don't even try to travel with it. And we're just going to try it out. It's got a bit of a more kind of gel consistency, but kind of like a combination. It's not quite the runniest of oils, but it's also not really like a huge or like 100% gel. Okay, this is the first one that you can see remnants of the blush. You can see the, what's it called, concealer, and it did a decent job with the eyeliner, but it's still there. But the fact that this blush, and I'm not letting the blush sit forever because it could, well, this one doesn't really stain, but like it is a long-lasting blush, but all of the others remove the blush really easily, and I'm still like not really getting it off. So the reason I don't like it is obviously one, the price. I just think you don't need to spend $35. I know Peach and Lilly is kind of like an it brand, but I don't find any other products to be that remarkable. I just find them to be expensive. I don't feel like it has an actual scent to it. The texture's okay, but what I do notice every time I use it, once I pump some out, like I can show you. Well, that was not a good pump, but there we go. It will just drip. And I know that's not a big deal, but every single time it does that, and that really bothers me. So this is a never, ever, ever repurchase. I know some influencers rave about it, but I'm telling you, you can find a better one. And it's not like it's that sensitive, so if you have super sensitive skin, there are others that work. Just pass, hard pass. Okay, we're getting down to the bottom. This is the Byoma Milky Oil Cleanser. It retails for, what is it, $13? Usually I get it at Target, this brand, and it comes in 100 milliliters. I've spoken about the Byoma brand. I hate their packaging. I want to destroy it. It's this hard plastic. It means that you can never get all of the product out. I don't know what it is, like, especially because I can't see where it is. Others that have like a harder plastic, I can see where it is, but this one I can't. Now this is an oil, so I can just take the top off if I wanted. It's so covered in oil though, I can't do it. But some of the other products, you really can't get the product out. So this one, I will say it is decent to travel with because it does come with this top and then the pump. I wish the pump kind of locked for double security, but I have traveled with it, so if you're curious about that. All right, let's try it. That wasn't a full pump. Trying to get like a full pump for each of these to give it a fair chance. Okay, so this one took off pretty much everything. I see some remnants up here of the concealer. Obviously just a little of the eyeliner, but doing a good job of taking it off. So my problem with this one is not the functionality. I think it actually does work really well. I've never had an issue with that. It's that this one smells so strongly. I believe it's the moringa seed oil. It smells very nutty, earthy, but very strongly. I don't have any sensitivities to smells or like sensitive skin, but I just can't stand the smell. I think they would do better just to remove that smell. It doesn't need to be there. And the same goes for their cleansing balm. It smells the exact same. Makes me kind of want to vomit. The other thing about it is $13 for 100 milliliters. So some of these others are 200 milliliters. And if you kind of double that, this would be $26. So for price per ounce, you're not actually getting that good of a deal. But, you know, if you want something that takes makeup off really well, you can definitely pick it up. I just put it in the lower category because I can't get over the smell. So that's just personal preference, but it does work well. All right, our last one, my least favorite. The one that I've used the least of because I hate it that much. This is the Pyeongkang Kohl. I'm sorry, I know I'm probably butchering that. This retails for $19 and $22, but you do get the most out of any of the other cleansing oils, and you get it for 290 milliliters, so this is a ton. This pump doesn't have a close or a lock, so don't ever consider traveling with it. It's just what it is, and I'm going to show you why I hate it. It might not be that evident, but we're going to see. Oh, well, there's kind of the point. This stuff is like liquid. It's like water. So I did give it 2 pumps, but all right, so it actually removed everything, which is shocking. And I don't know if this is just an issue because I'm putting it on my hand and it's so saturated, kind of the makeup. But the reason that I don't like it is when I pump it out, it goes everywhere. It's literally just like water. And so I feel like none of it gets onto my face. So it could just be user error, but you see that it did take off makeup really well. It is a little bit, it's not pricey because you're getting so much, but I just wouldn't repurchase it. For me, the experience, look at how watery it is. It's just like straight liquid. The experience is not the best, and all the others take off makeup just as well. There's a little bit of concealer left right there, but that's what we're getting from a lot of them. So it's at the bottom. If you like an experience and you want like a little bit more tact to it, this is not the one for you. But if you want something simple and clean and easy, not clean, but simple and does the job, this could be an option. You know, you're spending a little bit more up front, but you're going to have so much of it, so it's going to last quite a long time. So I'm glad I painted my nails for this demo because that would be very sad if I had boring nails at the moment. That is it. I'm going to transition into the close-up, but I just want to mention with my hands, these are just my opinions. Obviously, you saw all of them do a good job. Like, anything that you see here is going to take off your makeup. I always double cleanse, though, so I'm not looking for, like, the one that removes makeup the absolute most, because I know I'm going to get another layer of cleansing. But they all are functional. It's just kind of what you're looking for. I'm not going to label this video the best cleansing oils because it works. Different ones work for different people and different opportunities, and you know, it's very subjective. So I'm just kind of showing you what they look like and maybe the texture and if they have a scent, and finishing up with my hands. My Italian husband will love that I'm doing this. Why yada. Anyway, having fun with this, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll just wrap it up now. All right, guys, so that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to kind of see the differences in makeup removal. I really like to see the texture and like consistency of the oils, because for me, the oil, it has to have the right consistency and feel to it. Makeup removal and maybe like sunscreen removal is also important, but it's gotta be the total package. So I hope that helped. If you did enjoy this video, like I say all the time, give it a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.